Hello everyone. I just want to film my April wrap-up punt 2. There will be a punt 3 coming as well too. I just want to update with my owls and get some books back to the library. This is round 3 on take 3 of this video. The first one, my cat decided to be a little brat and kept jumping in between, and he ended up stopping my video when I had one book left. The second one, I just couldn't even talk, so let's try round 3. The first book I finished was Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I'm giving this one a 5 stars. I loved it. I could not put it down. And I think this is one of the best books that Christina Lauren has done yet. And yes, I know it's 2 authors. In this one, Josh and Hazel met in college just by kind of like a brief encounter. And then 10 years later, Hazel's new best friend, Emily, is Josh's sister. And they meet again, and those two become best friends by Hazel's doing, and Josh and Hazel decide to set each other up on blind double dates, and they don't go well, and they end up falling for each other, typical love romance story. It was just fun. I laughed, I adored it, and I really can't wait to read it again, so I highly recommend it. And this one fulfilled a Rhythmancy work written by more than one author, and I checked it off. So far, by the end of this video, I have 4 of my 5 things done for being a librarian, which is awesome. But again, highly recommend Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I read Maleficent, the Disney version, and the only reason I read this was my good younger friend chose 2 books for me to read this month, and this was one of them. I'm giving it 2 stars. It is based on the book. The book is based on the movie that came out with Angelina Jolie. And at first I was enjoying this book, but then it just kind of got boring. And I looked up on Goodreads, it's rated as young adult fantasy, and I highly disagree with that. For young adult fantasy, I'm expecting a lot more, and this was just like bones. I needed more substance to the story. So I don't really recommend it. It kind of felt like middle grade, but with the vocabulary being like young adult. So someplace in between it. So highly do not recommend that. I also finished Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendana Blake, and I'm giving this one a low 3 stars. And in this one, Cass is a ghost killer, just like his father was, and his father died when he was 7. So Cass goes around from town to town with his mom, who's like a witch, in a loose sense, and she has like an online business, and Cass comes to this town to kill Anna Dressed in Blood, the ghost that is haunting this house. And in surprise, this book is half scary and like kind of romance based too, but because it felt like it was doing too much, because the romance was just lightly addressed. I wasn't really buying the romance that much, and I just wanted more out of the story. And I know this was kind of hyped on BookTube for a while, but I just couldn't buy into the hype. I did like some of the friendship aspects, and the unique plot I thought was kind of interesting, but just kind of a letdown. I also read Rat Queens Volume 1, Sass and Sorcery. I gave this one 3 stars. It's fun. I like the artistic abilities, and I would definitely not recommend this to a younger audience for the content reasons. If I need to pick up something for a readathon, I might pick up Volume 2. And in this one, this completed Defense Against the Dark Arts for my Owls Reducto. Title starts with an R, which is awesome. I was able to sneak that one in. The last book I read was All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I'm giving this one a 4 stars. In this one, Graham and Quinn meet outside of Quinn's apartment when their significant others are cheating on them with each other. And this has 2 timelines, a then and a now. That was the then, and now is 7 years later, and 7 years into their marriage. and then struggling with infertility, and spoiling it. So stop this video if you don't want to hear about the spoilers. But there's major cheating, and Graham cheats on Quinn. And to me, cheating is black and white. If you cheat, there's nothing around it. The relationship ends. You don't cheat on other people. But in this one, they call it kind of like it's a gray area, and Quinn ends up forgiving Graham for the cheating. And I just couldn't get past that. If it didn't have that, I would have given it 5 stars. And this one then completed Chun's, which was an age line reading adult link. So I have 8 of the 12 challenges done for owls, which is awesome. I haven't even started Stun the Eyes, Beauty, a Retelling, or the Descendants, so hopefully I can get those done. And I need to finish the Women's Kunst as well. Alright, there you have it. There's my reading. I kind of feel slumpy, even though I read 17 books already this month. Can you believe it? Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you like this video, subscribe. I appreciate it. Eventually I'll show my face. I'm just a little bit scared yet. Alright, thanks for watching and have a great day.